If those hands are any indication of what is going to happen next, you all are in for a treat. So much of New York City culture is rooted in bodegas, from chopped cheese, cafecito, the bodega cat. I'll throw in a quart of water, too.
A quart of water. Now Bronx-born baking superstar Paola Velez is making her cookbook debut with more than 100 recipes inspired by the aisles of the bodega.
I mean, I've waited a lifetime for this. Thank you. Lucky for us, she's whipping up one of her Bodega Bakes. So welcome to the show, Paola Velez.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be feeding you guys some cakes for breakfast. Because why not?
Because why not? Life is short. Eat cake for breakfast, right?
Also, like, there were so many delays. I was watching you guys in the morning, and, you know, I was like, there's so many train delays and stuff. So I was like, I gotta get here. And I got here on time.
The cutest person ever.
All right, so you are born and raised in the Bronx.
Yes,
What part?
So I, by like Van Cortlandt Park, Kingsbridge Heights area.
Oh, yeah.
So very close to Bronx Science.
Sure.
You know? So if you guys like know like Sedgwick Avenue, I mean Sedgwick is so long.
It's a long street.
Yeah, but near Van Cortlandt Park area. So like PSMS 95 was my school.
Yeah. No, I'm well aware.
And all of this, your recipes that are in the book, are all inspired by ingredients that you find at your local bodega?
Yeah, it's like ingredients that are like inspired by your local bodega, or things that I grew up eating in like public school, or things of like my parents. I don't know if you guys know or like used to listen to Gary Knoll, you know? Like, he used to be like super health nut, super
Is that right?
Yeah, like in the 90s and like early 2000s, like on like, you know, just regular AM programming, AM radio. And like, so there's things that I wasn't allowed to eat growing up too. So these are also things that I've imagined like what they taste like, because some of them are discontinued, or some things are just like I just didn't have access to because my parents were like, no sugar before 12.
Gary Knoll says this,
right. And
so
I was
this
like,
is what's
I was like, I don't even know Gary, you know? I don't even know him.
Who this Gary?
I was like,
Who's this Gary?
Who's this Gary? I was like, why is he telling me what to do?
Now hold up. Be that as it may, you did go to the bodega.
I did.
And what was your bodega order?
Okay.
What did you get there?
So I only had $1 usually, you know? And I would go in and I would have to do quick math, you know? 25-cent bag of chips, 25-cent jerk juice, right?
Quarter water,
and then 50 cents for candy.
Throat burn?
Yeah. Well, you know, you go to the library, you put water in there, and then like
dilute it,
drink, and then you know.
So the chips, the quarter water, and candy.
So there was like usually back then there was cent candy. 5-cent candy, 10-cent candy.
Yes.
So like you would have to kind of be very creative. So maybe 5 1-cent candies, you know, 2 of the 5-cent candies.
She turned the bodega trip into a math thing.
Oh, my mom was like, how do you have this much candy in your system?
And I'm like, you give me homework.
Oh, I used to like teach like math class with my professors because of that.
Look at
like,
that.
I would just be like,
see what the bodega provides us. Do you
really,
see lessons in life and math?
Right, and that's why I kind of like made sure that I. Well, let's actually make the icing.
Let's do it. Well, first of all, before you make icing, what are you making?
Okay, so here we have the cover cake. This is the first time it's been on live TV.
Oh,
so I wanted to do this for you guys.
Thank you.
I've been on a lot of segments, but the cover girl is for New York only.
All right, cover girl.
You know, Marisol and Hazel. Now they get the cover. You know.
The cover. So what's her name? What is she?
She is a tahini grape cake.
Not the tahini grape cake.
So it originally it would have been a peanut butter grape.
But Gary Knoll.
Gary Knoll. Also, you know what? I wanted it to be like allergy friendly because like kids nowadays, they don't really grow up with like a lot of what's the word I want to use? Like allergens.
Right.
You know?
That's right. That's right.
So this one is one that it could be an allergen for some, but not for all.
Okay. So confectionery sugar, is that what that is?
Yes. So we have powdered sugar here, and then we have some vanilla.
Okay.
Vanilla bean paste will help.
I was going to say, that's paste. I like that.
Okay. And it's not as expensive as vanilla beans, you know? So then we have some salt here. Actually, this is citric acid. And I add citric acid. I believe that, you know, a lot of us grew up like eating with Goya or MSG. And I tell people citric acid is the MSG of the baking world.
Oh, I see.
I did not know that. And then you can buy citric acid anywhere.
Anywhere that you can find.
Because it was powder. It was granular.
So that one, you can. So this one, I think this one.
Do you keep? You don't mind me.
I think that's so.
You
Okay,
keep
so we
doing your
have
thing.
lemon juice here. I was like, oh my god, you know. And then what I like to do is I'll use this same spoon and like go in and I'll add. So this is grape juice.
Okay.
Just
From the
beautiful-
bodega.
From the bodega.
Fabuloso grape juice, peanut butter.
Yes, that's so true.
So what we do is we add a little bit.
Okay.
And then
Until you
we-
get the coloring you want.
Well, the
Oh, and the
consistency,
consistency.
right? So we add. You always want to start with less and then add more.
And then add
Okay.
more.
What is this right here?
So that's the sesame seeds.
Oh, okay.
So it's like reinforcing that tahini flavor. So this is like a teaspoon. I recommend that you start off with 2 tablespoons. So
then-
like 6 of these.
And then you add more until you get the consistency you want.
Right.
How did you come up with 100? Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. No, so the beauty of being like a restaurant chef is that you have to kind of like keep customers happy and like intrigue them, bring them on a journey, help celebrate or mourn, right? So by the time that I had this book proposal ready, I had 150 recipes
Wow.
done.
Look at that.
So nothing was actually built for this like book, right?
Okay.
See, now you have your book.
Look how pretty that
pretty.
is. Look at that. Look at that.
It's
And
so-
this goes on this
Yes.
business?
So my favorite aspect about this book was that I kind of came in strong. I came in really hot.
came in hot.
I came in hot already, you know?
Let's do it.
Yes. So
And I'm going to taste the cake. Can I eat this one?
yes.
I'm going to taste this one too.
So while you're doing that, can you tell us about your event tomorrow?
Oh yeah, so it is in MoFad, the Museum of Food and Drink, at 6 p.m. Kamari Mick, who just became a Food and Wine Best New Chef, is joining us, and it's like a pastry night market. It is really fun. So you can come, enjoy
we come?
treats. Yeah,
Can we eat all your food?
Yeah, come.
Right?
Yeah.
And then can we go down to
Delicious.
the closest bodega
Yeah,
and order, you know,
absolutely.
and get some orange drink?
Great.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a really fun time. There's going to be music. There's going to be a lot
You
of
don't-
fun
listen,
bites.
You don't have to tell us. We know. We
Very
know.
delicious.
Congratulations.
Thank you so
I'm so
much.
glad we are no longer just Instagram friends.
Yes, it's
We're
been
like
so long.
seeing each other in real life.
Thank
The
you for
book,
coming in.
Thank you.
the
Thank you for
this,
having me.
the all the things. Get a copy, Bodega Bakes, wherever books are sold.
The cake is
Paola
delicious.
Velez. Oh my God.
Delicious.